Hey, I just wanted to give you my version, a video version of a sinoplasty turbinate reduction left and right operation. First off, I'd like to say all the internet videos I've seen, people appear to be very young people, and I will be 70 in 1 month. So if this helps the older people, whatever we are looking at this, I hope it does. I just kind of stitch all this stuff together. It's my first time at stitching a photo thing together, so bear with me on that. Lessons learned, keep your head upright all the times after the operation, and take your medications, and don't worry about it. You'll be able to breathe through your mouth just fine. I was worried about that a little bit, but I also experienced some, as you can see, dry lips and stuff as a result of that. So you want to stay humidified if you can, and or grease for your lips. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know. Okay, we're out of surgery. It was about 3 hours altogether. I think more time was spent waiting for the previous patient to get out of surgery before I went in. So far, so good. I'm real drowsy. I'm real kind of like hurting through here and pain up in here. But Linda's in there. CVS get me some pain pills and stuff. So, the surgery's over now. Just the healing begins, I guess. So I can breathe a little bit through my nose. I was kind of happy to hear that because I thought I was going to be totally blocked, and it kind of worries you, when you can only breathe through one source. So hopefully this will clear up as soon as possible. But right now I'm having a lot of burning in the nose, I guess from the cutting and the scraping that they had to do. Surgery took about an hour. People were really nice, and it's taken good care of. So it's just recoup from here. Okay, just got home, just ate my first meal, just scrambled eggs, and as a result, as you can see, it's kind of getting bloody. So we're gonna do our first change out. Sorry if it's kind of gross, but it is kind of gross. So it's kind of bloody, pretty messy indeed. So anyway, we're gonna use saline solution and try to wherever it is. Saline solution, try to clean this crap up, spray it in there, see what goes on. Well, it's day 2. I didn't sleep too good last night. I didn't sleep at all last night. Bleeding and a lot of loss. But we're feeling better a little bit today. Nose is a little bit swollen, but it's stay in bed for the next 2 days. And last night I had to change the dressing 5 times, and I've changed it 3 times today. It's going on 2 o'clock, second day. We're doing okay. I tried to lift something I maybe shouldn't have. That big old plant over there in the window right there. But, oh well, it's done. It's done. So, there's a lot of blood and snot, of course, just like they said it was going to be. And, using Q-tips and hydrogen peroxide to clean them with. And just stuffy. I feel all stuffed up in my, sinuses. Wherever there's a sinus, there's something in it. So we're doing okay, but it's a little bit under the weather. Well, it's Saturday morning. I just took a bath. I got my cleaned up. I've got neosporin in my nose. That's why it looks a little snotty. But just wanted to show you that my nose is a little bit swollen still. A lot swollen, I think. I do have high blood pressure. That's concerning me. It's running 189 over 59 or something. It's really high. Not sure what to do about it. I didn't sleep again last night, so it's now 2 nights without basically any sleep whatsoever. But we're feeling better. Ironically, as that may sound. I didn't record it. Okay, it's what is this, Sunday? Technically 3 days, because Thursday afternoon, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The bleeding in the left nostril is still going on. The bleeding in the right nostril is clearing up. I just wanted to show you before I put the Band-Aid back on. I'm still really almost 100% blocked from snotty stuff in my nose. Nose is still a bit swollen, as you can tell. I feel a little bit better, a little bit. I have been sleeping a lot. I did try walking around the house 5 times. It's about 5,000 steps. Anyway, and I didn't feel too good after that, so I'm going to take it a little bit slower, a little bit easier. They say to walk slow, not fast, not brisk. No weightlifting or anything like that for 3 weeks. And I was always in shape and carried weights every single day, so this is hard to do, not to sit around and be a vegetable, but it's something you got to do. I suggest taking all your pain pills and everything, whether or not you want to or not. Just take them and rest. Rest is probably the best thing you can do. Thursday I go in for the splint stick out, but we'll record it every up until then. So that's all for now. Okay, well, it's Monday. You notice I don't have a Band-Aid on. My left nostril's still a little bit bloody. The right one's not bloody hardly at all. My nose swelling has gone down a little bit. I'm going to put a Band-Aid back on just because, you don't want it dripping. But I thought I'd talk about a few things first that I forgot to talk about. One of the things is when they give you the anesthesia and everything, at least with me, what happened is that it seemed to shut down my ability to urinate. I was getting concerned about it, actually, but after Sunday, things started coming back. But you also will experience, can't go to the bathroom either way. You're constipated too because of the anesthesias and stuff. So expect that misery. And but we're feeling better today. The splints will come out on Thursday. I am still not doing anything other than walking around the house. I walk around the house 5 times, and that's it. No weights, no nothing. Because I do feel it a little bit afterwards. Other weird thing that I was feeling, it was on the top of my head. When I would feel my head, it still feels that way a little bit right now. You know how your body feels when you have the flu, how it aches just to touch anywhere, it hurts your body kind of. Well, that's the way the top of my head felt, not the rest of my body, just the top of my head. I don't know if maybe they had to clamp me down or something during the operation. I have no idea. But anyways, I just want to mention those couple of things. And you got to keep it clean. Change the dressing and use the saline solution. I think I bought way too much medical supplies, more than I needed, actually. The things that I really needed were the gauze tapes and the saline solution and the neosporin for coating the inside of your nose. They say not to put anything inside of your nose past a centimeter, and that's just about a little less than the width of the Q-tip cotton end. You don't want to be pushing stuff in there with these splints up your nose. You can't see the splints unless I really stuck the camera up there, but I don't want to. Like I said, I'll get them out Thursday. I've been taking my medications regularly, both the antibiotic or whatever and the pain pills as well. I suggest you do the same. Take them all. Don't save them per se. And I guess that's about all for now. All right, I was going to try a video to show you what I use here. This is just a roll of gauze. We're talking about bandaging the nose. So I'm just going to fold it over here, I don't know, a ½ inch bit or whatever. Enough to cover your nostrils. Let me get back in the film here. I don't have the ability to hold things too well. But anyway, so I folded it over, 2 or 3 times. And take scissors and just cut it off. And then you need, sit down here for a minute. If I didn't drop it on the floor. Need some of this stuff. I'm using Next Care, what have you, facial tape. So I'm gonna pull it out long enough to cover the bandage and secure your face as well. And one other little thing that you want to do is fold the ends over like that, so that when you come time to take it off, you're not trying to scrape it off your head. It forms a little tab for you to grab hold of. So the 2 end pieces have been folded around each other. I'm going to stick it on the gauze just as best you can. And so you end up with a something like that. And we're just going to come along here and stick it on our nose. Slide one side down. Not too much pressure or anything, just enough to hold the snot and stuff. There we go. And that should do it. That should do it. But anyway, I just wanted to go over that. I just wanted to make a video on supplies and show you how over I went and what you probably actually need. It's a general view of what I bought before I went into the surgery. Actually, what was used was from the scissors onto the wall. I used this area right here. I have not used this area right here. Now, the rags are good. We'll talk about it in a minute, and a couple of regular old dish towels just for excessive bleeding on the way home or something in the car. These rags work good because you've got to do a nasal spray with a saline solution as many times as you can to clean it out. And I use the rags and I hold it under the nose. These are not sterile rags, so you don't want to be sticking it in or anything. But I'm just under the nose and, you know, the mouth area to catch the drip and drew and blood and guts or anything, that you can just throw the rag away and not have to worry about it. So again, what you really use is Q-tips for cleaning, and dip it into hydrogen peroxide to remove crusty blood or anything, or just general cleanup. The saline nasal spray, absolutely. In fact, the last 5 days, I've still got some left in this bottle. I bought 3. You will need Neosporin, and in lieu of Neosporin, they have an antibiotic. They call it bacteria. So I didn't know how much I need. I bought 2 tubes. Didn't know how much sinus. I bought 3 tubes. The Afrin is for if you have excessive bleeding. They say to spray it up in there, blah, 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 follow the instructions. But it helps to stop excessive bleeding. Now, I did not have excessive bleeding, so I've never used the Afrin. The other thing that you do need with the gauze, of course, is the gauze and the gauze tape. Now, the best gauze that I found was, you know, some odd 4-inch long, what have you, and is a roll, and that's the same roll I've used for all 5 days so far. I bought extra rolls. I bought different types of Band-Aids, different types of sterile things in case I didn't know. I bought more tape than I could ever possibly need because I didn't know. But again, when you live alone and you're sick and stuff, you can't be getting up and going to the pharmacy and getting something else. So I didn't. I'd rather have it, not use it, than need it and not have it. The Tylenol, I've not used Tylenol because, again, it says not to use Tylenol if you're taking the pain medications. I have 1 pill left on day 5. I have 1 pill left. I did take the pain medication regularly because I did not want to be feeling the pain. And I think it did a pretty good job. The consequences are, though, however, I think I probably a little dizzy from all that. They say mouthwash is a good thing, and they stress non-alcohol content. So I got this stuff. I got it from Target. Again, I got more rinse stuff that I need, that Nutty Med stuff. There's like 100 packs or whatever. You can make your own nasal spray. So I'm set up for the next 10 years, I think, for things I'm not going to use. So hardcore, again, it's right here if you want to look at it again. These little cotton swabs things, I use them on a regular basis anyway, just for applying stuff, but they make good wipers too, just for wiping things down. The other thing I want to tell you about is, come over here for a second, and we look at the bed here for a minute. And what I did is I bought an elevated pillow. Now, I already had one that was a 7-inch rise. This is a 12-inch rise. At first, when I first got home, I put the 7-inch with the 12-inch, so I had 7, 8, a much steeper incline, and I add to that the pillow on top of it. That made me sit up as much as I need versus, trying to stack a bunch of pillows together. Beware, buyer beware. You can buy these things as cheap as $29, or like this one here is $100. This is memory foam. I bought it because my 7-inch, I liked it so much, and it's not just cheap foam. It's really good stuff, high quality stuff. It'll last for years. But anyway, the other things, I just monitor myself. I did have a lot of high blood pressure. Let me put these things out here real fast, but I drew this thing out myself for my blood pressure. It's just a wrist type that you put around your wrist and turn it on and wait it out. The non-contact temperature, and oxygen saturation, and a heart rate monitor. Not a bad idea to have those either. But anyway, that's what I used. All right, it's day 5. We just cleaned up. My nose looks a little less swollen today. Of course, the bleeding has quit considerably, even in the right nostril. It is still got neosporin on there if it looks kind of gooey, because you're supposed to, put neosporin around the inside of your nasal area, but not stick it in too far. Remember, don't go in any further than a centimeter. I feel good. I am getting rested. Last night was probably the best sleep I've had in the last 5 days. This is day 5. And I finally was able to sleep pretty good. Of course, I wake up. That's what started all this, is not being able to breathe and thinking I have sleep apnea, when all along it's sleep obstruction or breathing obstruction. So I'm getting excited about Thursday, 2 days away, to get these splints out. You can't really see them. I tried putting this camera up there to see if I could see anything. I can't see anything. I don't want to see it. So that's the worst yet to come, is, when they jerk those things out. And I'll let you know. So long and short of it, I feel a lot better. I've been sleeping a lot. I've only been walking, no weightlifting or anything of any kind. In fact, you're not supposed to do it for 3 weeks after surgery. And then a general, get back to normal after that. Probably 5 to 6 weeks total recovery time. My nose is real sensitive. In fact, if you were to press on it right now, I would tell you whatever you wanted to hear. I mean, it hurts to touch. It's real sensitive. And I want to get over that as soon as possible, too. But that's all. Update day 5. So it's, what is this? Day 6. Really sleepy today. I mean, I barely got going. It's the afternoon already. I guess previous days it just caught up to me, because you don't sleep too good, to be honest with you. But anyway, I get the splints out tomorrow. Looking forward to that, that's for sure. As you can tell, the nose is a little less swollen today. One good thing is that there's hardly any bleeding anymore. Even with the cleanup and overnight, snot rag is not bloody at all. So that's a good sign. Now I have to just, go through the pains of getting those splints removed. I'll let you know all about that. Day 7, yay. I've already been to the doctor. I didn't get a chance to film any of the splint removal. But what they did is, you go up there and clean it out, and then he goes up there, and there was one stitch holding the, stents together through the cartilage or whatever to get it all grow back right. And, there's a lot of souping and snooping and a little spray to numb the pain or whatever. But just the initial, getting in there and yanking it out kind of hurt, maybe like a fish hook out of a fish. But not quite that bad. It was just unpleasant for a very short period of time. Maybe 10 seconds per nostril was kind of uncomfortable. And but we made it through. I'm home again. I have to do saline solution sprays. I just did it, and I went ahead and greased up my nose anyway, just to see if there's, with neosporin around the edges like I've normally done. And he said it would be sore. The swelling has gone down. It'll be sore to the touch and everything for the next 2-3 weeks, maybe amount to 5 weeks, depending on how well I can recover. But not to do any active heavy lifting or anything for the next 3 weeks for sure. Was it worth it? As soon as he took them out, I could feel air going through both nostrils, something I've never experienced in my life, memory life. But anyway, and coming home, it was still clear, except when I got finally here, and I don't know, it's kind of like catching up with me. He said I would have some additional drainage and stuff, because there was one stitch in there. He had to clip the stitch to take out the splints. But anyway, I'm glad it's over. The nightmare's over. I don't have to go back unless there's some sort of complications. I'm just supposed to keep it nasal spray with the saline solution a couple of 2-3 times a day, he said, for the next while. And I'm glad it's over. The worst is over.